My name's Haruto Amakawa. I'm 27 and single. Recently, one of my coworkers, Mr. Maezawa, has been trying to one-up me because he's married.
Hey! Did your girlfriend make you that lunchbox?
No, I made it myself.
I thought so. If my girlfriend made me a lunchbox that looked like that, I'd break up with her.
It wouldn't bother me at all if my girlfriend made a lunchbox like this.
Ha! I guess your standards are so low because you don't have a girlfriend. You'd probably even date a girl who couldn't cook, right?
This guy is so annoying. If I like her, I don't really care if she's a good cook or not.
But if you get married, she need to be a good cook, right? Otherwise, what's the point?
Your wife's good at cooking, right?
Yeah! They say the way to a man's heart is through his stomach, right? I mean, look at this lunchbox!
Mr. Maezawa's wife used to work at our company. They started dating and eventually got married. Then she quit. Their wedding was so extravagant. His wife said she wanted to have a simple wedding, but there was a rumor that Mr. Maezawa wouldn't allow it.
Yep, marriage is the best. Everyone should get married. I want to tell the whole world about how great married life is.
I guess the rumors were true.
You should hurry up and get married, man. Oh, but I guess you have to get a girlfriend first. Sorry!
This guy.
It's so sad that you can't get married. I know that you're focused on your work, but having a good career won't bring you happiness. Real happiness comes from having a partner and sharing your life with them. You'll never be happy if you only think about your job.
You've changed since getting married. You used to compete with me on getting promotions all the time. In reality, it was only Mr. Maezawa who was competing.
I guess I was still young and naive. After realizing how great married life is, I can't ever go back.
He's only a year older than me.
When I come home, there's always a delicious dinner waiting for me. The house is always clean and the laundry is done. It's heaven! She wakes up every morning at 5 a.m. to make my lunch. A single guy like you must be so jealous, right?
Wow, I heard that your wife is pregnant, so she must be really working hard. But she should remember to take it easy sometimes, right?
What? She's at home all day. What does she need to take it easy?
She's pregnant, right?
There's plenty of time before she gives birth. Plus, it's a wife's job to do all the housework, right?
Is this guy for real? But women shouldn't exert themselves too much when they're pregnant, right? What if she falls over or something while doing chores? You have to take care of your wife's health, right? Otherwise, something bad might happen.
What do you know about it? You don't even have a wife! Are you trying to say that I don't care about my wife?
I pity his wife.
Mr. Amakawa, are you all right?
Oh, Miss Matsuda. Miss Matsuda was a beautiful woman who worked in our office.
I've been trying to get in touch with Mr. Maezawa's wife, Yoshiko, for a while now. But the other day, I finally got through. Apparently, she's not allowed to use the phone when Mr. Maezawa's home.
What? That's awful!
He says that a wife's top priority should be her husband when he's home. It's terrible. Apparently, there are a bunch of other rules she has to follow too. I feel so sorry for Yoshiko, and I'm worried about her too.
Miss Matsuda and Mr. Maezawa's wife had been good friends. I'm not in a position to judge anyone's relationship, but I don't ever want to be like him.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be with someone like that.
Mr. Maezawa continued to brag about his married life. He would always show me the lunchbox his wife made and tell me how sad mine looked. He even told me that my ironing skills were terrible. He said a bunch of other annoying things too. But I suppose he just wanted to prove that he was better than me because he was married. He couldn't compete with me at work, so I guess this was the only way he could find to look down on me.
Listen to this! My wife told me she wanted to have a painless delivery or something like that. But I set her straight. I said, how can you call yourself a mother if you're not willing to put up with a little pain for your child?
It's your wife who's actually giving birth. So wouldn't it be better to let her do it the way she wants? I don't think the husband should decide on something like that.
What? The husband has the right to decide everything in the family, right?
What century is this guy from? I don't know. I'd want to discuss things with my wife before deciding on anything like that. I would never tell her how to have our baby.
And that's why you're single. How could she be a good mother if the birth is easy?
What are you talking about? Even a single guy like me knows that that has nothing to do with being a good mother. And an easy birth? Are you serious? If having a child easily means you can't be a good mother, then what about a father who does nothing?
Are you saying that I won't be a good father?
I mean, you're basically doing nothing to help your wife, right? You're making your wife do everything, right? So who's got it easy?
That has nothing to do with this.
I knew I should just keep ignoring him, but this time I just couldn't stand it.
Mr. Amakawa,
Oh, Miss Matsura. So you heard all that?
I didn't mean to eavesdrop. I came to give you these papers, and I heard you talking. To be honest, I was moved by what you said to Mr. Maezawa. You're so kind, and I think I'm falling for you. I think you would make a great husband. Would you ever consider marrying someone like me?
What?
Do you think I could ever become your wife?
Well, yeah.
Really?
I've liked you for a long time, actually. I'd love to go out with you and someday maybe get married. Thanks to that terrible conversation with Mr. Maezawa, my romantic life began. I started dating Miss Matsura. Everything went amazingly, and 1 year later, we decided to get married. But around that time, things were not going so well for Mr. Maezawa.
I talked to Yoshiko on the phone yesterday. She said she took the baby and went back to her parents.
You mean Mr. Maezawa's wife?
Even after the baby came, Mr. Maezawa continued to do nothing around the house. He always bossed Yoshiko around and complained about the food she cooked. He invites his friends from his university days over a few times a week and has parties. I have to do all the cooking and cleaning up. I've got my hands full taking care of the baby.
He didn't do anything while his wife was pregnant, and it looks like he hasn't changed a bit since. What a terrible husband.
She says she'll come to our wedding, though. Do you think it'll be all right?
If she says she can come, then I'm sure it'll be all right. She's actually a strong woman. Mr. Maezawa and Yoshiko came to our wedding party. Yoshiko left the baby with her parents so she could come. They hadn't met for a long time, and the air between them was frigid. Apparently, they were in the middle of getting a divorce. Here, let me help! These days, my wife and I were trying our best to treat each other with respect and build a happy home together. Mr. Maezawa was still as competitive as ever.
Marriage is like the grave. People who get married have basically given up, I think. I love single life.
Okay, sure. Mr. Maezawa's one-upsmanship had reached comic levels.
People who get caught up with the labels like husband and wife might find it hard to get married in this day and age. Some people might say that that's uncool, but I don't think so. How did you like today's story? Please leave your comments below. Come back and see us tomorrow. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Thank you for watching all the way to the end. Make sure to subscribe and click the bell for notifications.